All right, good afternoon. Now, today is October 20th. The time is 1 p.m. We'll call to order the meeting of the State Tennessee Public Records Commission. And we do have a physical quorum without any telephonic participation. So do we have anybody from the public that's asked to address the body? If you would, please form a single file line. That's what I thought. All right. Our next item of business, approval of minutes from the April 21st, 2025 meeting. The minutes are in your packet. Hopefully all the members have had the opportunity to review them. Are any questions, comments? I would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Properly moved.
Second.
Properly seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, let's take a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed say no. Minutes are approved. Next item is the consent agenda. Anything need to be removed from the consent agenda? Any objections?
Public comment need to be read.
Excuse me?
Does the public comment need to be read?
There is public comment in there, but we are not reading the public comment.
Could I just note for
Ms.
the minutes, I need to abstain. I was not present for the last meeting.
Okay. All right. So Ms. Lambert has abstained from the motion on the approval of the minutes. So let the record reflect that. Next is our consent agenda. Any questions, comments, discussion? All right, as you know, we'll take all these up at once. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Properly moved, properly second. Any discussion? Here we now, let's take a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Minutes are approved. Excuse me, the consent agenda is approved. All right, Mr. Callahan, how about a update from the Records Management Division?
Thank you. The Records Management Division, we continue to work with Library and Archives and State Audit to review RDAs as they are submitted. The breakdown of the 81 RDAs on the agenda this month was 5 retired, 66 revised, and 10 created. Records Management Division continues to meet with state agencies to work on RDAs to advise on information governance issues. We continue to conduct our regular training schedule as well as agency or topic specific classes on request. We have conducted 10 assessments this year, and we plan to complete this 3-year assessment cycle by the end of December. And that will be hopefully all agencies. We're pretty close to last few getting scheduled. The records holding report was completed by the agencies and universities, all of them. Submitted it on time. The agencies reported an increase of 12,678 cubic feet of paper records. That's up from approximately 337,000 to 350,000, about a 4% increase. The electronic records increased from 6,300 terabytes to 6,353 terabytes this year, representing a 51,000 terabyte increase, approximately 1%. The universities showed a decrease of about 24% from about 9,900 cubic feet, and the electronic records decreased from 774 to 650 terabytes, 123 terabyte decrease, or about 16%. There still are several significant legal holds on agency records that remain in place, which affects the ability to destroy records beyond their retention date.
All right. Any questions for Mr. Callahan? Hey, Mr. Callahan, you could. That's a pretty significant decrease at the university level. You have any explanation for that?
Well, there's 2 aspects. Some of it is the way that they were looking at and reporting. Some of them were including some of the student databases or server spaces. So after working with them, we got them to decrease that down. They've also been catching up with some of their destruction that they were supposed to be doing. So they got caught up on some of the destruction at the various universities. So we're continuing to work with them, and we're talking with them about for the next assessment schedule to do a deep dive on that.
All right, thank you. While we're at it, as each of you will remember, we recently signed a contract to move from one records management vendor to another, from PRC to Iron Mountain. How about telling us how that's going?
So we began in July doing the transfer. To give you approximately 154,300 boxes or so. have to be moved. We have, by the end of this month, we'll have completed 37,000 of those. We have a pretty standard schedule going on that to do the transfer. And, you know, whenever you have a project like this, you have to, everything is, as it's scanned out of one location, that truck, it's scanned onto that particular semi, it's delivered to the other location, scanned in there as well, so that we can track all boxes as they move and to make them available for agencies. And so we're still able to respond to agency requests, depending upon the time frame. Sometimes there may be a little bit more of a delay, especially if it's in process of being transferred. So there's a lot of work that goes with it, but we are tracking the boxes as they go. And it'll continue for approximately another 18 months or so, and we should have it done.
So how many boxes are being transferred a week?
So right now we are moving.
If you'll take it in months, you can do that too.
We're doing around 5,000 a month, so around 1,250. Usually what they do is they'll prep for a week, then we'll do get everything pulled, palletized, shrink wrapped, everything tracked to which pallet it's on in case there is an emergency request. And then it goes over and we'll do usually a week of deliveries to the new vendor, and then it goes again. So we're doing 5,000 a month, about 2,500 each of the weeks. And then in January, we're looking at picking up the pace to close to 7,000.
And some things that maybe were not planned for transfer immediately
Mhm.
might be transferred sooner, because whenever an agency asks for records that are currently at VRC, instead of sending them back to VRC, they just go straight to Iron Mountain, correct?
Yes, so there's a process going on where anything also that's been requested. So as agencies have records out at currently in their office, instead of sending them back to VRC, we send them to Iron Mountain. So we've done a couple of town halls with the agencies so that they're aware of. So they contact our office first so that we can do a special work order. We'll come pick them up, deliver them to Iron Mountain, and then that way they're part of that ingestion. Everything's properly tracked. There's no additional charges for any of that. And also for new boxes, as agencies have them, we want to make sure that they go through the ingestion process correctly. So anyone listening, just make sure that you continue to contact Sharon Groves about in operations so that we can make this go smoothly.
Thank you, Mr. Callahan. Anything else from the members? All right, thank you very much. Our next item is old business. I don't know any old business. Anybody else have anything? All right, our last item of business would be to entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Properly moved,
Seconded.
properly second. I was not available. All those in favor of adjournment, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, say no. We stand adjourned. Thank you.